and welcome to Prudent News. Now a look at the headlines. Food poisoning in Agauda Jail kills one inmate, Mahadev Gaonkar, triggers panic. Another prisoner critical, 11 shifted to GMC. FDA couldn't get food samples consumed by prisoners, report in 2 weeks. 18 districts to get benefit of cash transfer of 435 rupees from 1st June on LPG cylinder. CM and Civil Supplies Minister Dayanand Mandrekar to launch the scheme. Union Human Resources Minister Palam Raju favors RTE Act, says 96% children availing education due to RTE Act. Replies CM by saying that the Act should be implemented with seriousness. Land for NIT at Kugoli within 3 months. International Institute for Information Technology in Goa expected to come up on PPP mode. And 61-day fishing ban commences from Saturday. Fisher folks say no one should be allowed to fish. Concession to few won't be tolerated. Now the news in detail. Food poisoning at Agauda Jail killed a murder convict Mahadev Gaonkar and left another inmate, Ganesh Mesta, critical. 11 inmates of Agauda Jail are shifted to the GMC at present. Mahadev Gaonkar's body has been sent for post-mortem. IG Prisons Mihir Vardhan is awaiting report from the FDA to take further action, while Deputy Director of FDA Jyoti Saridesai says they have collected samples of uncooked food items as cooked food was consumed by the time their team reached at the jail. It will take FDA at least 1 to 2 weeks to submit their report.
Panic struck in Agauda Jail on Friday morning when around 30 inmates started vomiting and complaining of uneasiness. 30 prisoners of Agauda Jail suffered from food poisoning and loose motion. Food poisoning at Agauda Jail claimed life of one Mahadev Gaonkar, a murder convict serving life sentence. Another inmate, Ganesh Mesta, is critical. 11 prisoners are undergoing treatment in Goa Medical College now.
11 people have been referred to GMC by the doctor.
Okay.
For further treatment after checking, and other prisoners are still being checked.
Okay.
By utna hai.
It's a food poisoning or something.
Can't say. We'll have to look into that.
Do you have enough facilities to?
Yeah, you must have seen. No?
Yeah. No, but
we got enough doctors, nurses. Number.
Initial observations say what it is due to.
No,
what?
we can't say what is the cause. At present, the aim is to treat them, not to try to find out the cause. We'll find out that.
What are they ailing from? What are they complaining right now?
They are complaining of mainly diarrhea, that is loose motions, and vomiting.
Deputy Director of FDA said that they couldn't get sample of cooked food as it was consumed by the time they reached the jail premises. FDA has collected rice, oil and water samples for testing and report is expected in another 2 weeks.
ताणी पळयलें थंय तांकां काल पळय जें जेवण ते जेविल्ले ते जेवणाचे कांयच सॅम्पल थंय नाशिल्ले म्हणजे ते सोंपिल्ले न्ही तांकां सॅम्पल घेवपाक मेळूना मागीर तांच्यांनी बाकीचे सॅम्पल घेतले तांदूळ तेल बी ते सामानाचे सॅम्पल घेतले उदकाचे सॅम्पल घेतला उदक जे पिवपाक वापरताले ताजे एक सॅम्पल घेतला हय सॅम्पल लॅबोरेटरीन धाडला टेस्टिंगाक आमच्या बांबोळी धाडला
रिपोर्ट केन्ना पर्यंत येतलो
एक लागतले ताका मायक्रोबायोलॉजिकल टेस्टिंग आसा 1-2 आठवडे लागतले.
IG Prisons Mir Vardhan has said that they are awaiting FDA's report to take further action.
So क्या हुआ था food poisoning exactly क्या हुआ था?
It is not unless test आएगा no I need the report. अभी FDA और health authorities are checking everything there.
They are on the spot now.
Yeah.
Okay इसके ऊपर inquiry होगी सर बाद में.
I don't know. I have to get the report. I can't say anything now.
FDA team couldn't get sample of food which originally consumed by the inmates. This may create problems while arriving at a conclusion. Bureau Report, Prudent.
Starting June 1st, cooking gas consumers in 18 districts, including North Goa, will get Rs 435 in their bank accounts when they book a LPG cylinder. The government has rolled out its ambitious direct benefit transfer program to disperse its fuel subsidy. In Goa, Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar and Civil Supplies Minister Dayanand Mandrekar will launch the scheme on Friday.
Oil Minister M. Virappa Moily will launch the scheme in Karnataka on Saturday, while Minister of State for Petroleum and Natural Gas Lakshmi Panabaka will simultaneously kick off the scheme in Hyderabad. In Goa, Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar and Civil Supplies Minister Dayanand Mandrekar will launch the scheme.
तेन्ना तेजो सबसिडीचो अमाउंट तो हातून वतलो तेज्या अकाउंटाक वतलो आनी ताणें फक्त पे करता आसतना फूल मार्केट वॅल्यूचो अमाउंट दिवचो पडटलो आनी ते पयशे तेजे ते सबसिडीचे आसा ते बँकेन तेजे वतले.
कशी कितें सबसिडी येतली?
एक एडवान्स येतली म्हणजे तेजे आतां तेजे फर्स्ट बुकींग जायना फुडें तेजें एक अमाउंट ताका ऑलरेडी बँकेन हें जातलें धरून क्रेडीट जातलें तेजो सबसिडीचो अमाउंट आनी म्हणजे ते पयशे ताका अवेलेबल जातले सिलिंडर घेवपाक कितें डिफरन्स आहा पळय ते
मागीर एवरी बुकिंगाक ताका परत परत
क्रेडीट जाय तसले धरून.
आनी कितलो पर्यंत चान्स आलो पण फॉर्म भरपाक?
आतां
लास्ट डेट
आतां तेंच्यांनी कंपनीन कितें केलां धरून म्हणजे फाल्यांच्यान जरी स्टार्ट केले पण ज्या लोकांनी आधार कार्ड बी दिवंक ना बँकेन किंवा डिस्ट्रिब्युटरा कडेन तांकां ऑगस्ट पर्यंत आहा पण 1 सप्टेंबर पासून सगळं हें सिलिंडर सगळ्यांकूच ते मार्केट रेटीन वयतले.
Operation of scheme. After the launch of the scheme, consumers in 18 districts like North Goa will get Rs 435 in their bank accounts every time they book for an LPG refill. These consumers then will have to buy cooking gas at market price, which is double the rate, that is Rs 420. After 3 months, that is from September 1st, only consumers having Aadhaar and bank accounts linked to them will get cash subsidy and the rest will have to buy LPG at market price. The government anticipates a saving of Rs 8,000 to 10,000 crore in LPG subsidy annually after the scheme is rolled out all over the country. Senior reporter Laukik Shilkar with video journalist Omkar Falari for Prudent.
96% children could continue education because of Right to Education Act. States should implement the act seriously. Students unwilling to answer exams is an exception. Union Human Resources Development Minister Palam Raju said this while speaking to media at IIM's conference in Panji. This was Palam Raju's reply to Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar's statement on RTE. CM Parrikar had recently criticized Union HRD Ministry for no fail till 8th policy. Central Education Advisory Board has recommended government not to amend the RTE.
Manohar Parrikar has said this policy is a foolish policy, Kapil Sibbal's foolish policy. Would you like to comment?
No, I think the government has been very, very sincere in the way we have brought about a transformation in education. And I think making it a fundamental right for every child to go to school has been probably one of the biggest achievements of government. You're seeing the results on the ground where so many kids are enjoying the schooling experience. And I'm sure that, if it is implemented with all seriousness by both the states, we will see better learning outcomes and rich value addition to the future of our children. And in the age cohort of 6 to 14, which is what the Right to Education Act was targeting, I'm happy to report that we have 96% of our children in school today. There is no detention policy. Is to ensure that the kids remain in school. And if you go by actual experience, what was happening, the moment a child fails, and the chances are higher maybe in a remote village, and probably of a child of a lesser economic background, the parents, there is a tendency with...
There are complaints that the students are not ready to answer exams because they know that they are going to pass anyway.
No, I think that is a misconception. I think that must be, I'm sure that's only a small percentage where it is happening. I think there is a tendency to understand no detention policy has no exams. Exams will be held. And I think they should be held in all seriousness, which again is a joint responsibility of the parents and the teachers. The parents to keep them at home. We've had 2 CABE meetings, which is the Central Advisory Board on Education, and this has been debated. And I think the endorsement in both the CABE meetings, I think there was a ringing endorsement that the RTE Act should not be diluted. Now, the focus in the 12th 5-year plan is going to be on the learning outcomes. How much are our children learning and how effectively are they able to retain the knowledge that they've learnt in school.
It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.